Hi there and welcome back to my channel. Today is the 22nd of February, which is getting pretty close to the end. We are only 6 days away, and which means it's time for two different things. One, the books I read this month reviewed in one video. Haven't quite figured out the format of that, but that is coming up soon. Probably shoot that on the 1st. And also, books that I bought this month. What is my book haul like? That's what we're about to find out. So, right to it. The first book that I bought this month is Galapagos by Kurt Vonnegut. I'm very excited about this book. There's an apocalypse, Galapagos Islands. What more do you want? It's Kurt Vonnegut. It's going to be super fun. As you know, huge Darwin fan, so it's kind of sold just on the title. But I think it's going to be great. I also love these editions. I think they look really nice on a shelf. I have several others downstairs. They're just so colorful and beautiful. I'm very excited for this book. The second book I bought this month has a story behind it. First saw it in December when I was shopping with my friend Amanda for Christmas presents. And when I saw it, I knew that it was a book that I want to own. But being the good friend that she is, and the fact that we were there for Christmas gifts, not Colleen gifts, she took it from me and put it back on the shelf. Good friend, good friend. She did that with actually 5 other books too. I have a little bit of a problem, but because of her, I stayed within my budget, and that is good. And then I went back on Boxing Day, which is kind of like the 27th. That's when the stores open anyways. And they didn't have it. There was none. And then when I went back to the store in February, because we didn't go book shopping in January, which you know if you watched my January book video, they had 7. I don't understand, but you know, it's fine because it is this beautiful edition of Le Mort d'Arthur. It's obviously illuminated on the front, leather bound, comes with its own bookmark, gold on the sides. Look how shiny that is. Acid-free paper. It's just always great. And there is etchings. Wow. Look at how beautiful that is. I'm very excited to read this book. It's never going to leave the house, which is going to be a little bit inconvenient, as I spend a lot of time at work and not at home. But how could you bring this out of the house? Could get damaged. So very excited for this. Very familiar with the Arthurian legends, but have never read Sir Thomas Malory's take. It's very excited. So that was all one trip to Chapters. I also bought a book for my friend during that trip for her birthday, and I also bought it for myself the next time I went to Chapters. It's called The Break by Katharina Vermetti. So this is on the Canada Reads. See, right there. So obviously it's a Canadian author. She's also Indigenous, which is kind of cool. I haven't read a lot of books by Indigenous authors before. I read Birdie in the summer. It was given to me as a gift for my graduation. Wasn't overly enthused by it, but also didn't hate it. So it goes in the win category. I'm very excited. It sounds very cool. Candy Palmater, who I think is defending this book in Canada Reads, and if not, then she's just a really cool person, and you should take her advice so that she cannot put this book down. So I'm very excited to read this. Hope that my friend likes it too, but it should be good. She said, Candy Palmater said she was almost late because of this book, which means like it's a big deal. Anyways, moving on. The other book that I bought during that trip was this one, Love in the Time of Cholera. I've been battling through it. One of my friends wanted me to read it. And you know what, like, we're getting there. Like, only have that much left, which is like a little less than 100 pages. Hopefully going to finish this in the next 2 days. But you'll hear my thoughts on it soon. So we aren't going to talk about it anymore. I was very excited for this book. Maybe a little less excited now. But, still good. The next book I bought, same trip still, was The Handmade Sale by Margaret Atwood. I have yet to read any Margaret Atwood, which just shows you what a great Canadian I really am. But I'm very excited, happy that this is going to be my first Atwood as well. Reading it because there's a TV show coming out, and one of my secret pleasures is book-to-screen translations. So I'm very excited about this one, probably going to read it in the next few months. I say this now. That could change. The next book I bought in that trip was The Dungeon Master's Guide. I played a lot of D&D. Not a lot, a little. I've played some. And I really enjoy it. A couple of my friends want to start a group, but none of them have played very much, and we need a master. So I bought this. Hopefully it will teach me how to be a good master of the dungeon. I'm a little bit nervous and not very creative, as you can tell by my excellent videos. But we'll see how it goes. Very interested in learning more about D&D. Should be a good book. Was very expensive. Very, very expensive. But hardcover! So cannot break it. Good thought. The last book I bought this month, I didn't buy at Chapters where I bought all the rest of the books. I bought on Amazon. And it is The Better Mother by Jen Suk-Fon Lee. I believe is also Canadian. Published by Vintage Canada. So, should be interesting. It's the one that's for my book club, which means that I will be starting it sometime around the 1st. And yeah, so this one's definitely going to get read soon. I'm looking forward to it. It's supposed to be a pretty good book. That's all I really have to say about this one. Anyway, so those were the books I bought this month. Very excited to see how I like them, what they're like, and all that good stuff. And I'll share them with you in the months to come. It's very exciting for everybody. That's all I have to say today. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. In the description below are links to the Goodreads pages for all of these, as well as my goals video, maybe some other stuff, maybe the review to the Love in the Time of Cholera. Who knows what the future holds. But also there are links to my Instagram, Snapchat, Tumblr, blog, everything. Bookwitty. Bookwitty's a good one. If you haven't tried it yet, you should. It's super great. My Goodreads is also down there. So feel free to follow me on any of those. I'd love to get to know any of you who are watching these better. But until a few days from now when you see what I thought of my February books, I won't see you again for maybe a while. Have a good one.